Welcome back to the Community Collective. I am Johnny B. Good, joined by my man,
Travis Howell.
There
All
it
right.
is. I'm telling you. Well, we have an interview tomorrow.
We do.
Very special guest, but we're not going to talk about him today.
Nope.
Because we're going to talk to him tomorrow.
This is all about you and me.
This is just us.
It is.
So I think we'll have to cue the music, but is this the Community Collective After Dark?
It is.
Oh my God.
It's nighttime.
Woo.
We came outside. It's almost kind of like the Batman version of us, right? You know,
Right,
We only go
right.
out at night.
Yeah, late night. Usually when I record podcasts at this hour, they're pretty inappropriate, but we're going to keep this one PG today.
This is a good community-focused PG one.
Yes, absolutely. So, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. It's been a good week. Lots of
Man, it's 2025 and it feels like things are flying, but also we're stuck in the middle of winter. And I'm like, when is this absolutely shitty weather going to be done?
I keep sitting there telling our son, like, you only have basically one more month of
not our son. Let's be clear
no,
on
not
that.
our son. Yeah. We don't have a son. Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of. at
My
least.
my son
There
with
you
my
go.
wife.
There you go.
Yeah. That he probably like one more month of just lugging around your snow gear to school. I was like, it could still snow, but
Fingers
it's gonna get better, buddy, at some point.
Let's hope.
And I hope that he wears it at school. I don't really know.
Right.
You know, the snow pants seem really dry when they come home.
Oh, for sure. I took Jace to basketball practice tonight and I get in the car and this ding dong sitting in the car in nothing but his jersey and his shorts.
Yeah.
I'm like, still winter, homie. Still winter.
is.
We have to get this figured out.
We'll get it there. We'll
Yes.
get it there.
There's a time and a place. The middle of January is not the time and the place
No,
to just be in
no.
shorts and a t-shirt.
You know what? On my way here tonight, what was it, like 6:20ish?
Sure.
And I still saw a little bit of sunlight out there.
Oh, I know.
Oh, it felt so good. It did.
We're so close. We're so close. If we could just get the sun to show up a little bit longer and maybe heat things up.
Yes.
I would be so very
I'd be
happy.
happy. I mean, you're already in your flip-flops, so
Yes, I am. I was tromping through backyards today showing homes in the snow.
see, there you go.
And thankfully, at least this time of year, you can dodge the yellow and brown spots in people's backyards.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, touche.
Touche. We'll get there for our dog in the backyard, and that's a lot of cleanup.
Yeah, eventually. That's why we have kids.
That's right.
That's why we have kids.
It's like a Marco Polo game.
Yes,
Go find
exactly.
it, guys. Yeah.
So before we get into some of the happenings in our local community pages, why don't we talk a little bit about our upcoming event that we have, the Men's Impact Leadership Lunch?
Yes, I'm really excited about this. This is our first time
Yep.
trying a men's kind of leadership in the community
Yeah.
focus. It's Wednesday, February 26th,
Right.
from 11:30 to 1. Kind of a normal lunch time frame like we do with the chamber.
Sure.
We have some good speakers. We're going to have lots of good food
Yep.
to eat. And it's just it's going to be like a laid back atmosphere, just a way for, I think, in my head, a group of guys to get together and really
Yeah, for sure.
kind of just one kind of network with each other, but you see each other in a different avenue or
Yeah.
focus. And then I guess really
we booted all the ladies.
we did. They had their own 3 events a year.
They have their own lunch and they have one coming up tomorrow.
They do.
So
And
when this comes out,
oh yes,
you will have missed it if you didn't make
If
it. But that's all right. You let us know. We'll make sure you're locked in for the next one.
the next one, because the women, I think they do 3 lunches a year.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. They partner with Kendrick Sports Training, which is amazing. Not only are you in an athletic facility that looks really nice,
Yep.
but they do a great job. I went to 1 or 2 last year.
Absolutely.
I was allowed to come in and help with check-in.
Yeah. Well,
It's-
and Jessica Brown, our amazing executive
Yes.
director with the chamber, she actually asked me, she's like, "Are you going to show up tomorrow?" I'm like, "I don't think so."
Oh, the last president showed up.
Okay. Well, the last president was also a woman.
Yes.
So I feel like she was a little bit more suited to showing up to the women's
It
lunch.
works,
But anyway,
the men's lunch.
yes.
I'm excited about this. I think we're working on a good program. I think
Yeah. Well, and it's something a little different.
it is.
It's a little bit different, and it's not going to be like Tony Robbins, rah, rah.
Yeah.
We're not going to have like a bunch of weird stuff where we're doing trust falls and things like
Breaking
that.
boards in our head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be
Well,
fun.
that'd be pretty sweet.
Maybe for a future one.
Yes.
But I think overall, we're just looking for a way to just kind of network with other men,
Yeah,
because
it's-
we're all going through it. We're all not, I won't say all of us because I'll be there, but most of us are professionals.
Yes.
Most of us do, corporate work, some type of day job.
Ye
I don't care if it's construction. I don't care if it's office clerical work.
No.
I don't care if you're a doctor. We're just looking to get together and kind of enjoy some shared experiences
And
and always, kind of grow together, right?
I think that's a good part. And our real focus is leadership.
Right.
And I think we have so many leadership opportunities in our community. I think this is hopefully be a focus for us to kind of not gel together, but kind of share ideas.
Mhm.
How can we help each other? How can we help our community? But
Absolutely.
also just be a fun atmosphere.
Right.
It is.
Well, and so much of it comes down to collaboration as well.
It does.
We want to be able to collaborate with each other. We want to be able to help each other's businesses out because a community that grows together thrives
It
together.
really does. I mean,
Yep.
you look at the chamber. I
Oh, for
mean,
sure.
our chamber in our community is interacting with other groups
Mhm.
and other organizations and other chambers, and we've seen growth in it and excitement. And I think it's one of those ones where I think we had this huge group that comes together, and then we do our kind of our breakout, the women's lunch, the men's lunch,
Mhm.
and it allows opportunities for more focused kind of
Right.
energies,
Right.
I think, and then new ideas can come from that. Is my hope.
Absolutely. And new partnerships.
Yes, exactly.
You don't know what you don't know in that regard. And so sometimes I might find somebody that would be a great fit for my business, or
Right.
I have clients that need to get a new roof. And so we have a roofing contractor there, and it allows us to just establish new relationships,
Yes.
but you're not obligated to do any of that. If you just want to
No.
show up, listen to the speakers, eat some food and bail,
Yeah.
no problem.
So for anyone that's interested in the men's impact leadership lunch, it's on the chamber website
Hmm.
with a link. You do have to purchase a ticket.
Yep.
That helps out with expenses.
How
And,
much are tickets?
$10. So that helps.
$10. Easy peasy. You can't go to
Easy.
McDonald's for that
No.
price.
And then so it's also on the chamber's Facebook page.
Mhm.
And I know we'll get sharing it probably ourselves
Yep.
a little bit as well. But we do ask the people RSVP. That way at least get a rough
Yeah.
idea of
Yep.
account, and it helps us figure out food and stuff like that. Just basic, boring organization parts of it. But
Administrative.
yes, administrative parts. There we go.
Administrative tasks. Yes.
Yes.
We want it to sound classier than it is.
It is, yes, because that's what we are,
Yeah,
classy.
it's so classy. So classy. All right. Well, I think that's amazing. We would love to see you.
Yes,
So please reach out to me, reach out to Travis. You can message us on the Community Collective page, the
exactly.
Chamber of Commerce page, on our personal pages, whatever. You can find us everywhere. Neither of us are hiding. We are anywhere and everywhere as much as
We
can
want to
be.
share as much information as possible. This is why we do this podcast.
That's right.
It
That's
is.
right. So
Oh,
we're here, the Community Collective After Dark.
yes.
So let's talk about some of the happenings that has been discussed in our local pages. We've
Oh.
got our Grand Blanc pages we really enjoy. We've got our Davison pages that's our hometown
That
group.
is. Yes,
And then we have some Lapeer pages that we follow as well.
we do.
So what's one thing that you've been hearing about on the community pages that
Oh.
we should probably address?
Oh, I really like. I think the best one is, I think as we're growing in our region,
Sure.
is the announcement that there's going to be a 105,000 square foot
Ah,
development in Davison.
I've heard about that.
Yes, maybe you have a little bit. It's I think our community is growing, whether you like it or not. I think that's the hard part. I think we're gonna need some more family growth as well with homes.
Hold on. Let's hit
but-
that pause
But let's
button.
talk. Yeah.
If you don't like the way the community is growing, come see your boy,
Ooh,
Johnny
ooh.
Be Good, the flip flop agent, and we'll
Yeah.
find you a brand new home to go to, baby. I got you
In
covered.
any community, right? Wide range.
Somewhere
But-
with much less of a population density.
Yes. So I think it's very interesting to see the conversations going
Yes.
of what people are wanting to see, what they're hoping to see, or people that have like an inside track and sharing it too.
Or
so,
that are just complaining.
or just complaining as
'Cause
well.
that's what
It's-
we do on the community pages.
It really is. It's a way to say what you want,
Mhm.
right? So I think, but there's so many other developments going on here too. So yeah, that 105,000 square foot
Yeah. with-
development.
With, an undisclosed name.
Yes, exactly.
We don't know who it is.
No, it's-
No clue. We're absolutely clueless. But if I wanted to find out as a citizen, and I live in Richfield Township, so I don't even know if I'm authorized to call Davison Township. But if you're just dying to know, I would highly recommend calling the township at area code 810
Oh, I don't know our phone number
Oh
yet.
my God, there it is. There
I
it
don't.
is.
I will say I'm one of those ones that like if you ask me a phone number, chances are I'm gonna probably repeat
Right.
a phone number from like a couple offices ago
My
when I worked in
childhood
Lansing.
phone number.
Yeah, my childhood phone number.
So
I have a I,
no,
yep,
no,
yep,
that's
nope.
enough.
Oh,
That's
that's
enough.
good.
Get your ass to Google and you
Oh,
look up Davison Township offices, hit that call button, and why don't you just ask them? Because that's what
it's
I posted on the most recent discussion this evening. And to me, it's funny because a lot of people like to talk, but I want to get to the source. So if you want to get to the source, you know that you should talk to the people that are going to approve it one way or the other. So in my opinion, greater Davison community, I think you should call the Davison Township offices at a number to be undisclosed by Googling and just
it's
ask the question
or
and see what they say.
or you can wait till they break ground and find out for sure.
You could, but
You could.
it sounds like people are feeling a little bit antsy, man.
Oh, I think it's kind of an excitement because it's kind of a mystery and
Well,
you want to
and it's
know.
big.
Yeah,
That's a big,
that's a big yes.
substantial investment into our community, which we are super eager to see and we're very excited for.
Oh yeah, it is. So, but then I think
I would say that, it's crazy. People just can't quite hit the target when they're looking at, what this could possibly be. It's absolutely crazy to me.
it is.
Aim for the bullseye.
Just
know?
go look around and see what's out there. I don't know. There's a lot of topics out there, but I will say the one that's probably going to cost my family the most
Yeah.
at some point is a Crumbl cookie.
Oh,
Because
there
it's been
it is.
announced that Crumbl is going in.
Where at?
In the shopping plaza in front of Meyer. So
Oh, the one with Starbucks.
With Starbucks. So
Look at that.
it's-
So you can get your Starbies
Yes.
and then your Crumbl.
Oh,
So you can get
it's-
all your diabetes out of the way early in the morning.
This is why I drink black coffee.
There you go.
Yeah.
Me too.
No sugar in that one.
That's sweet enough.
But I will say, my kids love it, and we've gone to Fenton to get a Crumbl cookie.
Sure.
I'll take a bite, and I'm usually pretty good. That's
Yeah.
a lot of sugar for me.
I get it.
It is.
get it.
I love my sweets sometimes, but yeah, it's man. I tell you though, it smells good. They look good.
Yeah.
Those are some huge cookies. And I know at one point, I think during one of the football games, I think it was the volleyball program,
Ooh,
did a Crumbl cookie sell at a football game.
nice.
I've never seen cookies fly off a table so fast.
Very nice.
Then when you have a group of middle school and high school kids
Oh, yeah.
hanging out there
All day
yeah.
long.
Oh, yeah.
All day long. So we've got Crumbl coming in undisclosed 105,000 square foot shopping something or other.
Yes,
And then what else do we have? Because I heard
Oh,
we got a couple other things
we
coming
do.
too.
It was announced that Panda Express is
Ooh.
going on M15. So
Look at us with our Asian cuisine.
I will say we had Panda this past weekend. I do enjoy that.
Great.
as well.
Where's it going at?
It's going on M15. I'm trying to think here. I can't remember what's right next to, but if you drive down M15,
Oh, I
and
know
Dave's-
where it is. Between Big John's Steak and Onion and Tim Hortons. Right?
yes, yep. So there's two buildings that have been there for a while. They've been empty. And so it's two lots that they're going in right there. It's
Awesome.
that was announced recently. That's kind of excited. It's another way for my family to eat because they love it. Not that we go out to eat that much, but
Sure.
we don't have to travel around very much.
Now you get to stay local, and now we've got all these different options.
Yes.
Speaking of restaurants, we have another one that's coming as well.
We do. Was it?
Two of them
Two of them. One of them is what El Cosmel is
in the old Big Boy.
in the old Big Boy. And talking about making that building look really nice.
My God, it is.
It's changed drastically.
It's stunning.
Yeah.
It's absolutely stunning. They did a fantastic job within the throes of winter
yes.
to be able to do it. It
I know.
looks really, really good. So
It
hats
does.
off to the team over there
Oh, I know.
at El Cosmel. You guys came up with a beautiful design. It looks amazing.
It does.
Yeah.
It's a good fit for right in there. It'll look nice.
Yeah.
And then I think the old Senior Lucky's is I know I drove by tonight. They have the windows covered up, so you can't peek in.
Yeah.
I guess maybe if I got in my car and looked, I probably could find
Right.
a little section. But so I think that's supposed to be kind of like if I remember, like a sports bar, bar and grill type of
Yeah.
place. So I know we have places to go for watching your sports, but can you ever watch too many sports sometimes?
No,
No, right?
absolutely not. I was watching cricket from India the other night
Oh, you
on ESPN the Ocho. It was
oh,
amazing.
you asked the Ocho. you come around my house when the Olympics are going on. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
me some summer and especially winter Olympics.
Curling.
Curling.
Oh my
goodness.
God. I
Because-
would kill to go curling with
Because
somebody.
winter sports, they're not your typical ones that you normally see or you can
Right.
participate in. Even
Right.
though I think Michigan has a couple curling places.
We're gonna have to find.
We need to find them and try it out. I would
Yes.
love it. I think it'd be amazing.
I'll even wear the weird shoes.
There you go. You get Johnny in shoes, sign him up for that sport.
There it is.
Show up, audience.
Or I'll show up in my flip flops and we'll just see how it
We'll
plays
see
out.
how that giant stone that weighs probably what 20,
Crush
30
my feet.
Yeah, crush your feet. Oh,
No more toes.
it is. So and then what? Aldi, that's coming along pretty quick.
Oh,
over by
I
Menards.
completely forgot about that.
Because
Yeah.
I drive by that every day. I'm only home.
Right.
And you can see them. They're starting to put out kind of that, I guess, that outer shell of insulation, stuff like that. So,
It should go quick now. I mean, once they
think so.
have it inside and weatherproof, I mean, then it's just going to crank.
It really is.
That's going to be awesome. I cannot wait.
It is.
for
We're excited about that. Another place that we can go.
Yeah.
So just to shop, and I think with people, looking at their budgets like everybody does.
Yeah.
You got to have your options and look
Yeah.
at prices and everything.
Man,
so
Davison is growing.
it really is.
It's going to look completely different in a couple of years.
I can imagine. I always think of like people that have been here for a long time.
Sure.
And seeing the changes in it. I mean, I
Right.
think about growing up in Kentucky. My grandfather remembers when it was like one dirt road going through my hometown.
Sure.
And then it's
Well,
changed completely in his
Even
lifetime.
the amount of time that I've been here,
Oh, yeah.
Meyer wasn't here.
No, I think they had just built it when we moved to Davison.
Yeah. So Meyer
It's-
wasn't here yet. I mean, we shopped at either VG's,
Oh, yeah.
and then at one point I was here before Kroger was here.
Oh, my goodness. You're old.
I am old. I'm an old guy. So, I mean, it's so great to see these new businesses come in and see this
Yes.
development. And it all lends itself to the prosperity of the community at large. It
is.
draws more people in for employment. It draws more people in for the construction. It draws more
does.
people in once the stores are open. So I think these are all great opportunities.
Well, and that's what I see it as. It's, we have people that are always looking for work.
Yeah, of
And
course.
why not have that here in the Davison area? Yes, I know there'll probably be people from other communities that apply for the jobs too, but it's a great opportunity for all these developments to have local individuals
Right.
that are looking
Right.
work here and enjoy here.
It's
and
great.
Be able to drive home and spend money here in Davison, and maybe be a draw for other people to come here
I
to
love it.
shop and
I
eat
absolutely
and
love it.
everything. It is.
All right. So looking at some of the community pages.
Yes.
What are some other things that you've stumbled across the last, couple of weeks? It's been a long time since
my
we've had a
goodness.
community collective after dark.
It really
so we've got
has.
so much stuff to talk about.
I will say, now that it's gotten colder, there's not as many animals getting out.
Valid.
When it was warm weather,
Touche.
we always had like
The pigs, the horses, the
a
ducks,
cow,
somebody's
something.
rooster.
Oh my goodness, wandering around. Yeah, so it's goodness. I'm trying to think here. I had my list
All right.
going.
So I have one.
Okay, you have one. Let's go.
All these people asking how the roads are.
Oh, it's.
I mean, unless you legitimately have moved here
I get it.
within like the last 2 weeks, stop it.
Oh, it's. I
Wait.
we're all gonna drive out there. I feel. I mean,
Yes.
I'm gonna go to work. You're gonna go to work, or we're gonna take our kids
Yeah.
to school.
Let's
or
be clear.
it's-
If they don't cancel school, how many people are just like, oh, well,
Yeah.
I guess I'm just going to stay home
I
today.
know. It's.
We're adults. The vast majority of
All
us
right.
listening to this podcast, we're adults. You got to get your ass to school. You got to get
It's-
your ass to work. Do what you got to do, right?
Oh, I know.
It's so crazy to me. It's
It
so
is.
crazy when people are like, how are the roads? Well,
I mean, I
Here-
don't.
Here's a recommendation. Nobody at your place of employment is going to be upset if you show up early. So if you think the roads are bad, just leave early.
Just leave a little bit early.
How's
So
that for a
it's-
concept?
Well, that, and I think about, I drove to Lansing for
Sure.
so many years. Oh, 69, nothing but farm fields.
and ice.
And I always had that one boss that took the same route as me.
Yep.
Now he did have a nice big truck.
That's helpful.
So my head was like, he's like, you have no excuse. You'll always be at work. I was like, well, I drive a small 4-door vehicle that's like 6 inches off the ground.
Right.
A little snowdrift I'm going to get stuck in. But
Right.
it's one of those things that, I remember those times it would take me 2.5 hours to get home from work
Yeah.
just because of the roads. And it's not fun.
Yep.
But that is an interesting one. I will say that. And it's on all the community pages too.
Everyone.
It's not just that, like, yeah, road conditions. And you'll see the road commission out spreading salt, or the DPWs
Oh, yeah.
spreading salt and scraping the roads and stuff like that. But
Yep.
man, I will
Ye-
say, I don't blame people asking about it when it's like -20. Then I'm okay with, like, it's so cold how the roads out there. I kind of get
Yeah,
that.
but guess what?
You're trying to find that reason.
It's just cold.
It is.
It's just cold.
Oh,
Sometimes you got to suck it
You
up,
know-
Buttercup.
what I see. Parts of Florida got a couple inches of snow. Texas got snow.
Dude, Pensacola had like 8 to 10
Yes.
inches.
So
It's crazy.
I know.
It's crazy. And up here, I think they said parts of Florida ended up with more snow than Fairbanks, Alaska has
Yeah,
had all
the
season.
temperature wise, where it dropped down colder. Yeah.
Wild.
Ah,
Just
it's
wild.
kind of mind blowing. I can't even imagine.
It
Do you
absolutely
think the
is.
people in Alaska look at Florida and like, this is why we live here now? We
Right.
live in Alaska.
Right. So I have one that's a little bit controversial.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I'm ready.
It'll be interesting. So for me, because I grew up in Lapeer, so I follow the Lapeer pages as well.
Okay.
Well, there's a lover's lane over there in Lapeer. And man, oh man,
Oh,
right, wrong, or indifferent, I'm not taking a stance on any direction either
no.
way, but they're getting all sorts of comments. Some good, some not so
Is it
good.
is it where and I don't know much of the story, but is it are they trying to stay open later
I
or
think
change?
they're trying to stay open later, and
Okay.
there's some weird ordinances about
Okay.
lighting, and there's just a whole lot going on over there. So
And
I do encourage the listeners.
And it probably doesn't help for the type of store it is that it causes a lot of conversation and controversy on a topic like
Absolutely.
that too.
I've been inside a lover's lane. It is what it is.
It-
Whatever. I wanted to go check it out. I was like 19 years old. I'm like, oh, this is different,
all right, yeah.
but so be it. They let the store in there. Let these people be open, man.
Right.
Let them be open. Let them try to earn enough money to keep the doors open. I know what it's like to be an entrepreneur.
Oh yeah.
It's tough, man. It's
Oh.
tough. So the less roadblocks we can put in place for our entrepreneur friends, the less we should have.
Oh, yes.
That's my case. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
do recommend, if you're on the Lapeer pages, maybe do a little searchy search and look up the Lover's Lane saga.
That's
'Cause, Man,
interesting.
it seems like there's
Oh.
just a lot going on over there. So my heart goes out to you, Lover's Lane.
Oh.
My heart goes out to you. I wish you all the best.
So the one I find I sometimes enjoy it, sometimes I kind of get it.
Sure.
It's like the Christmas lights
Yeah.
that are still on. In my head, I'm like, okay, I made it to New Year's. I'm at least unplugging them because consumers bill. I'm thinking
Right.
consumers bill.
Yeah. We're thinking money.
Money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's my mentality. I'm not gonna get on my roof and take anything down on that. But like, I do sometimes like driving around and you see Christmas lights still on.
It's
But
festive.
it kind of varies festive. So in a way, I'm like, I want to drive around to
Yeah.
kind of see what these lights are on. So,
Why not?
but I always wonder what other people think too
Yeah.
when they have those on. Or Christmas trees are a little different. We get a real one. We have a real tree.
Okay.
And so
good for you.
So when it's done,
Not for me.
when it's done, we just chuck it in the front yard, and then
In the front
in
yard.
the front yard for a little while. And
You are from Kentucky, aren't
oh,
you?
come on, I tell you, it does get taken later on, and my dad will have a bonfire at his house with
I
my
love it.
parents and stuff like that.
Yep.
Christmas trees burn really well. Now we do have some fake trees that we put up in the house too.
Look at you with your Christmas spirit.
Oh,
Deanna.
we
Deanna's all over it. Good for you.
we love Christmas.
Good for you.
Give me a good Christmas vacation movie. Oh my goodness, you
Touche.
can't go wrong with that, right?
Touche.
Yes.
Touche. So the other thing that I want to talk about too, over in Lapeer, there's been a company that has purchased the old Polar Palace,
Yes.
and they're
This
looking
is-
at doing some stuff over there. So I'm really excited to see how that develops
And that's
too.
been empty for a couple years.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
remember going over there to eat with some friends because there was a restaurant
Yeah.
attached to it.
Yep.
And that was, you'd watch people, and it was always full with hockey leagues and stuff like that. So I be honest, I was really surprised when it closed down.
Sure.
Now I don't know the story of why or how, and there also used to be a bowling alley out that way too, because they always had the
Yeah.
mailbox with all the bowling balls
Yep.
attached to it. It was like, well, no one's gonna
Well,
smash
that
that thing.
got tore down years
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
Years ago.
So, but yeah, I'm kind of excited to see because what is that? Like a multi-sports complex, indoor, like soccer.
I'm not
sport.
100%
Yeah.
sure, but I'm super excited to see something like that as well.
Yes.
That, potentially looking at indoor leagues for different sports for the kids, even for myself,
It's-
get out and be active and do different things. I think
know.
that's great.
It is, and I will say, if they do indoor soccer, please make adult leagues start at like 8 o'clock at night, not 10 o'clock at night.
Dude, I just had this conversation
Oh,
when I played
it's-
like one season of
Yes.
adult indoor soccer. They're like, oh, your first game's at 10:30
on a Tuesday. Yeah.
And they're like, PM. I'm like, what?
Oh,
I've been asleep for an hour and a half
Yeah.
at this point. You want me to come
Yeah.
to Grand Blanc
Oh,
play
yeah.
soccer at 10:30 p.m.?
once I take my glasses off,
Dude,
I'm out.
give me the
right?
Sunday afternoon games or something. You guys are killing me here.
I know. So it is. I think we have. I think it's a need that's growing here. I see with youth sports.
Yep.
With over at Kendrick, my son has done indoor flag football league,
Yep.
which has been amazing.
Awesome.
One, he gets to see his buddies. There's a wide range of ages in it, but he's excited. He's
That's great.
enjoying it. I know they're doing soccer training, stuff like that, but it's hard to have, you need, I think there's such a huge population in all these areas.
Right.
And Kendrick's is growing and busy too. So there's enough love, I think, for all sports everywhere, which you
Yeah.
can't go wrong with, especially if there's a restaurant attached to it.
Right.
Stuff like that. Sometimes it
Right.
makes me feel better about myself. I watch
Absolutely.
other people play some sports sometimes. Well,
there's
yes.
nothing wrong with that
No,
at
there's
all.
not.
So, all right, as we near the end of this recap episode,
Yes.
our reinvigoration of the community collective after dark.
After dark.
Anything you have in closing about the communities? Anything that you're excited about as we move into what I'm hoping will be an early spring?
Yes. Oh, I'm hoping for early spring. That sun was out. I feel like the dirty snow dripped off my car today.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. But it's, you know what though? I'm excited for springtime when it warms up because I think we'll see all these developments
Yep.
starting to finish up or starting and stuff like that. But then
Start breaking ground,
breaking
seeing
ground
some
thing-
new things
yeah,
happen.
Yeah. I'm
Yep.
excited about that. Or just like going out to eat and sitting outside with
Oh,
friends.
sitting on a patio.
Oh,
is
or-
amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I grill during the wintertime.
Yep.
I'll grin and bear it for my family outside.
Sure.
But I'm excited for the day when we can just grill and just take it to like the table that's 5 foot away outside as
Yeah.
well. Oh,
Now you're talking.
Now we're
Got some
now it's good.
tunes playing. The kids are
Yes.
in the pool, having a good time. It's the way to do it.
Everything
Man.
the way to do it.
It's a way to do
Yes.
it. Well, and starting on February 1st, this will be our last announcement. Starting on February 1st, registration will be open for the 3rd annual Flip Flop 5K.
Yes. Oh,
Let's go,
oh,
baby.
man.
I'm so
I'm
excited.
ready to sign up for this. And I think,
I'm actually going to buy shoes.
Ooh, do you know how to do that?
No, I'm going to go over to Advanced Runner
Okay.
over in Grand Blanc.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get my
Measured,
footed, whatever it
you're
is.
footed. You don't even know the terminology for shoes, right?
I do not.
Yes.
So I'm going to go find a good pair of running shoes because I'm going to train to actually run in my first Flip Flop 5K.
So here's a question: are you going to do Velcro shoes because you wear flip flops? You even know how to tie shoes?
I know how to tie shoes. I
Oh,
have kids.
I'm just checking.
I have kids.
They'll teach you.
I mean,
But I'm excited.
you're not wrong though. It's
No,
been a long time
it
since I've
is.
had to tie my
The
own
flip
shoe.
flop 5K is, oh, I love it. This is probably one of the most, I think like, a lot of the chamber events, I enjoy them all, but the 5K is something that's new and fresh for
Yeah.
us, and we've seen it grow.
Well,
What's
the community color
the
run last
color
year.
run.
Oh my God, we had such a blast.
It
with
was.
that.
And then
So
you
much
have,
fun.
you see like the kids that finish and they're just completely covered. You don't even see
Yeah.
a kid. You just
Yep.
see colored powder everywhere on them. And yeah, it is. So I'm excited about that too.
Yep.
I've never been able to actually do the race myself.
Yep.
So I think this year I'll be able to do it. I might be walking it a little bit, just enjoying the scenery.
Hey, I'm gonna try to run it. I'll probably be doing more walking than running.
Yeah.
but that's okay.
It's okay though.
I'm an old guy. You know, I got to ease into it a little
is.
bit.
It
But I know old Eddie Howell's going to be lapping me back
Oh
and
my
forth
goodness.
on the
He's
trail.
going to
I'm sure.
embarrass us all, right?
Thank
It is.
God. What a stud.
I will say this. I love it. We have all the park systems connected through it, and I think that's what our focus was.
Mhm.
It's Abernathy, Lake Callis, a dog park, and you have Black Creek Trail, which is a nice flat surface, but it's incorporating our 2 communities that are neighbors
Yes.
too. And I think that's the fun part about it too. And you get people from everywhere. It's not
Yep.
just Davison. We see people Grand Blanc, Flushing,
Oh,
Fenton,
absolutely.
all
Well,
these.
last year we had people out of state. We had
Yes.
Florida.
Oh,
we
yeah.
had Arizona.
We
I
had-
had Kentucky. I had Tennessee. I had one in South Carolina. So, I mean, these out of state that were running it
Virtual runs?
virtually with
Yes.
us, that was amazing too.
It was
My
fun
goodness
to do it. It is. So I'm excited when you drop the announcement of what the swag's going to be.
Yep.
We did medals the first year, hats the second year. So I'll be
I-
ready for
I'm-
that big reveal.
I'm working on my swagoo right now,
Ooh.
so we'll see what
All
I can
right.
come up with.
Yes.
And then the last announcement for this episode, we got Quartermania coming up.
Oh, Quarter Mania.
And I'm going to be the MC this year,
So working on the vocal cords, getting them going. But
the master of
It's-
ceremonies. I'm going to have, probably a little bit of nicotine, a little bit of caffeine, and a whole lot of enthusiasm. We're going to have an
Oh,
amazing time.
for anyone that's never been, it's an auction / bingo
Yep.
with bring quarters.
You bring quarters.
Bring quarters, tons of quarters,
That-
and we
that's all
sell
you-
quarters too.
That's
So,
all you need to know.
Yeah.
Just bring quarters, buy your tickets. If you
Yes.
want tickets,
Yep.
talk to Travis, talk to me,
Check
talk
out
to
the
the chamber.
chamber. Yes.
But we are
It-
going to have an absolute.
It will sell
riot.
out. I mean, the past 2 years we've sold out with over just a little over 200.
Yep.
I think big goal this year of a lot more than that, and it's
Well, and it's going to be a St. John's.
St. John.
So this year it's also BYOB.
So
So you get to roll in with your own little cooler,
cooler, and it
your own
just
little specialty
you
drinks,
find
or
what
Jello
you
shots.
enjoy.
Yeah.
I'll come in with my coffee,
There you go. Me too.
Get a big coffee.
That's my caffeine.
Maybe
Rock
maybe
and
a
roll.
Celsius too. I don't know.
Now you're talking.
Now you're talking. Yeah.
Now you're
That's what we
speaking my
should do.
language.
We'll get a cooler of Celsius.
Oh, no, not a cooler.
Not a cooler, but
The problem is if there's that many in front of me, I'm going to drink too
you're gonna
many.
drink them, right? Yeah.
So one, maybe
But
two if
coffee-
I'm feeling a little
Coffee's
froggy.
my thing. It is.
Yeah.
And talk about just a fun atmosphere too. So
Yep. And our friend Jason over at Cottage Inn
yes,
is working with us.
Oh,
We're going to have
it's-
mastacholi, breadsticks, salad from Cottage
and
Inn.
who
It's
doesn't
gonna-
love cottage and food?
It's going to be amazing.
It is.
Yep.
And talk about a good partner within the community and with the chamber
100%.
with Cottage Inn. Yes.
Yep. 100%.
Oh,
All right.
man. So many events, so much excitement already.
I'm
And
telling you.
everything's going to be around the corner pretty soon.
Well, and as we continue to talk about these events more and more, it kind of ratchets up my anxiety just a little bit because, like, holy crap, I got so much to do. But you know what? This is what we do because we love being a part of this
do.
community.
And-
We love engaging with our community. We love to showcase our businesses, all the great things about this area, our parks, all of it. That's what we're here for.
And just have fun telling people about it. And we might joke around about some things, but in all reality, we love this place.
We do.
We do.
We do.
This is where we chose
Stop
that.
asking how the roads are.
Oh, hey, I was gonna text you that before I leave tonight too.
Don't you dare. Immediate block.
Block. Oh goodness. Well, good. Well, Johnny, it's always good talking with you.
Dude, so
Oh,
great.
it's a blast.
So great. And in this, don't turn off the podcast now.
No.
Because directly following this, it'll be seamless. We're going to have an interview with Dominic from the Flint Firebirds.
Ooh, yes.
We're going to talk about all the amazing things they're doing over there at the Door Financial Center, as well as the OHL League with the Firebirds. We're going to have
Yes.
some swag to give away.
Ooh.
So definitely stay tuned because that's coming up following this
Yes.
quick commercial break.
Ooh, sounds good.
Well, anyway, Travis, it was amazing to have you out tonight. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Always a pleasure.
I am Johnny B. Good, joined by
Travis Howe.
this is the Community Collective After Dark. We will see you at the next episode. Bye-bye.
See ya.